morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. You know, about 5 minutes ago, when I was thinking, what color am I going to be painting these little parts here now? I thought to myself, I think it was the 66, but I can't remember for sure. I think it was the 66. Okay, which is extremely over-thinned. But it seems to me it worked all right. But what I'm getting at is I should be writing it down. You know, like even in the manual, you know, somewhere that I wrote it down, write down on a little piece of paper. Okay, I used 66 on the little parts. Yeah. That's the problem when you have a whole slew of different color paint. Yeah, it's hard to keep them straight, especially in grays. You know, because the grays, there's such a variety of them. There's blue gray, like my bike box. And speaking of bike box, I'm hoping that today Bill's Honda in Steinbach is going to deliver the bike. It's supposed to be nice out there today. At least that was the weather forecast yesterday. I haven't checked it today yet. So anyway, my plan here is to try and get these little parts painted. I guess it'll be the 66. And yeah, let them dry out. And you know, I was realizing afterwards I should have, and I don't know why I didn't think of this. I should have left the wheels, the control wheels, off of these parts. It would have been a lot easier to paint them the red and the green than it is now, and then stuck them down. Yeah, it seems to me I did that on some of these. I painted the wheels first, and then put them on. I'm slipping. Now, speaking of control wheels, Dirk in Australia sent a photo, which I'm going to try to dub in right now, of all the control wheels in a World War I submarine. Oh my goodness, it looks like an old steam engine, you know. Actually, I went through not a battleship, but a cruiser here in Canada. I'm sorry, but I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure I'll think of it and I'll dub it in. But it was in Hamilton, and it was quite a nice tour. You took about at least a couple hours, if I remember right. And one of the areas that we went to was down in what I guess you'd call the engine room, the boiler room. Wasn't a big battleship like the USS Iowa or something like that. But that is what impressed me the most is the tremendous amount of controls and dials and you know, you sort of knew what they did, but not really. It must have been, you must have had to take it must have been quite an art, you might call it, to be able to run one of those ships. Yeah, you don't just push buttons on those old World War I, World War II battleships and submarines. It was all basically manual control, not like it is now. Not automated, not computerized. It was, anyway, I'm beating this to death. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for sending that photo. Okay, let's get going here and get going. Okay, I already have the dog cookie in my pocket. And here she is. Here she is. Waiting for her dog cookie. So how are you this morning? Huh? How are you this morning? Oh, the ear flapping thing. What's all this sniffing and snorting? My goodness. Well, let's see what we can find in here. What do we got in here? Yeah. Hey. Does that taste good? That tastes good, Missy? Hey, that tastes good? Okay. You're gonna get yourself all tangled around the tree. Yes, you are. Morning, Max.
Morning, Ron. I had to take a lawn chair and the camera so I can see upside down just to get that vent on.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Life's not easy.
Oops.
You never learn there nothing. Come on, Missy. Round the tree. Round the tree. Atta girl. There we
You
go.
know, she knows to follow her leash back. Did you notice that?
She's getting better at it.
Yeah.
Zoomy.
I have never seen a dog that active. At least I don't think I have.
I haven't.
No.
They're at least a little laid back sometimes. But did she eat the dog bone already?
Yeah, she's already had her dog bone. Yeah, and now you're eating grass, aren't you?
She ate the cat's fish out of the bowl when we were watching, so she's out of there.
Okay. Got our first coat on, most of it. There's going to be the odd place, like where the tweezer's hooking on right here. Going to have to touch that up, obviously. But for the most part, I think we're pretty much got it here. Some of the paint, as you can see, is still wet. And we have to do the wheels yet. I have to determine which wheels are supposed to be red and which ones are supposed to be green. Shouldn't be too hard. I guess that would sort of be the next step. Do the wheels. And then we've got to put a little decal in this part right here for the telegraph. Yeah. I'll probably use a second coat right there. It looks a little bit kind of blotchy. Okay, we are in step 27. And this pipe right here that we're looking at does not go on in step 27. It has a green wheel, and also there's a green wheel that goes right here. There's a green wheel right here, but it's already on. It looks to me as if all the wheels that we're going to be putting on are going to be red. At least that's how it looks to me right now. Yeah, these two green wheels will be probably in the next step. The this part here, just let me get it. Okay, this part right here with these two wheels, they're both red. The other pieces that have wheels on them, I remember doing these ones. They're both red. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably safe to paint all the wheels that I've got red. There is a green one right here that goes on something. Is it something that we already made up here? Would that be this maybe? Okay, this one is green. This one is green. Alright, so we got to do one green and the rest all red. Okay, we may as well do the green one first. I want to try and be careful to not get it on the part that it's mounted on. Now we are not going to be seeing the underside of this wheel. But I will try to get underneath just a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to quit while the quitting's good here. And we'll get our red wheels mounted on the rotating block, and then hopefully I can... I don't know if that made it better or worse. Yeah, I think we got most of it. Now I had noticed when I was looking in the monitor afterwards that that green was very dark, almost looked black. And so what I've done here is I've opened up my lens an extra, well, it's a full f-stop overexposed according to the meter. Now just let me check the monitor. How does this look a little better? Oh yeah, that's much better. What's happening is that the light meter is reading mostly that light area, and what I'm trying not to do is go all the way through here and accidentally touch the pipe. Oh, got a notification from Bill's Cycle. They will not be able to deliver the bike today. And I expressed my concern to them about the fact that I was afraid that, tomorrow the weather's not supposed to be so good. And Anna was saying, I actually talked to Anna on the phone, and she was saying that they use an enclosed vehicle. I don't know if it would be a truck or a trailer. I think she did say, but I've forgotten. So even if the highway was wet, I'm not going to be getting road grease all over everything. So that's good. The only concern would be is if it was absolutely pouring rain when they came, that might be a little bit difficult, but it only has to go from their vehicle to my bike box. So it looks like they're trying to arrange for tomorrow. But tomorrow I have something very important that I have to do here. And I'll tell you about it tomorrow, after the fact. Okay, I think I got most of the outside here as near as I can see here. Just let me sample a little bit more red here and see if I can just go around underneath maybe. Just in case some of these pipes, or valves rather, are seen from the underside, but I don't think they are. Okay, once again, I think what we should do is quit while we're ahead here. Is it right there? Need a little? Let me check the monitor and probably see it better. Okay. I mean, we're looking at it with a macro lens here. Okay, let's get something else on the board here. Now, there are two parts that look very much like the same. There's this one and another one that looks just like it. I'm afraid to go too far in here. Okay, I can see a little bit. I'm just afraid to try and get down there because I don't want to touch that gray. Okay, let's grab the other piece. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about now. They're very similar. Yeah, I should have painted these wheels before I put them on. Don't know what I was thinking of. Well, that's just it. I wasn't thinking, was I? I think from arm's length or even closer, this is going to look okay, even though I know that the underside of these wheels is not done the way it should be. Oh, I can see a little splatter that I got. Nobody's gonna see that. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, I didn't do as good a job on this one, did I? Now, this one is not very securely stuck down on the tape, so... Okay, once again, let's quit while the quitting's good. Okay, now I'm thinking that this one here is going to be really hard to do on camera. I think the best thing for me to do is to do it off camera, and then we'll look at it afterwards, because I have to hold it this way, then that way, and then twist it and turn it, and yeah, I think I'll be able to do a much better job. And we'll, like I say, we'll look at it afterwards. Now here's another one that was a little bit difficult to do, in that I was having trouble mounting the part on the rotating block here. Now you can see I've got a little bit on the part where it's not supposed to be. I think maybe I'll just touch that up. Yeah, well, I'm just going to touch that up. Okay, I've got them all. And yes, they are far from perfect. Nowhere even near perfect. But as I often say, from arm's length, they're going to look okay. And I'm going to wind today's episode up. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.